Hi, I'm Tony Curtis. Welcome to Laser Light Special Edition Classics. In this presentation on Jimmy Stewart, our program begins with the breathtaking beauty of Monument Valley, Utah. In this film, you'll see how important the American West has been to the filmmakers over the years. Stewart, John Wayne, host the documentary. You'll also get to see the elderly John Ford, a director who in his career won 6 Oscars. Ford was the first director to shoot a film in Monument Valley. Jimmy Stewart's affection for America West came naturally to him. You know, the truth is, he was in love with all of America, with its values, its standards, its freedom. In his earlier years as an actor, his films reflected the country's spirit and integrity. Knowing that, it's easy to understand that when World War II started up, he was the first movie star to join the battle. After the war, however, it was a bit different. He wanted to expand his career, you know, to open up to new acting territories for himself. However, his first post-war movie was that classic, It's a Wonderful Life. It was much like his pre-war films, you know. But in 1948, he had turned out a mystery thriller called North Side 777. In 1948, he worked with Alfred Hitchcock for the first time in an intellectual film called The Rope. On screen, Jimmy had become a new and a bolder Jimmy Stewart. In his personal life, he was still the same small-town Jimmy, golly, used to kick his foot, had always yearned for a normal family life. He finally got what he wanted. In 1949, he became a husband for the first time. In that year, he married his beloved Gloria and adopted her young son and daughter by a previous marriage. Within a year, Gloria had given him birth to twin girls. Wonderful, huh? Jimmy Stewart's life was now complete. He was a young 42-year-old man. He was married to a beautiful woman he adored for the rest of his life. He had children running around the house just like when he was growing up. And in his chosen profession as an actor, there was nobody on the planet any better. There was also nobody on the planet any nicer. Now, let's take a look at him as a historian. Our documentary on the American West is seen through the eyes of Stewart, John Wayne, and John Ford. But before we roll that, we're going to run a trailer from another one of Jimmy's movies, a classic called Vertigo. It also stars the beautiful and mysterious Kim Novak. After the trailer, we'll screen the American West of John Ford. And then later, I'll be back to kind of wrap things up, okay? Enjoy it.
Vertigo, a feeling of dizziness, a swimming in the head. Figuratively, a state in which all things seem to be engulfed in a whirlpool of terror, as created by Alfred Hitchcock in the story that gives new meaning to the word suspense.
I don't want to die. There's someone inside me, and she says I must die. Scotty, don't let me go.
A beautiful girl haunted by the desperate, unexplainable urge to destroy herself. A man possessed by the paralyzing vertigo that made him afraid of high places.
Easy now.
Oh, no. Well, this is a cinch. Here, I look up. I look down. I look up. I look...
What was the strange attraction that brought these two together, in spite of the dark forces that tore them apart? The specter from the past that drew her to the ancient headstone in the mission graveyard. The compulsion that drove her relentlessly to the point of no return. The story of a love so powerful it broke down all barriers between past and present, between life and death, between the golden girl in the dark tower and the tawdry redhead that he tried to remake in her image.